Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about Big Brother 27, episode 1. So it's going to be like a little recap, okay? I'm thinking, because for whatever reason, I am unable to watch the episodes until the following day. I think my schedule might either be videos on Saturday to review Wednesday and Thursday's episodes, and videos on Tuesdays to review Sunday's episode, or one video on Tuesdays. Let me know in the comment section what you guys are interested in me doing. What works for you guys. The premiere caught up to me really quickly, so I wasn't able to do a part 2 cast reveal video. Sorry, y'all. Time escaped me. I don't know. I was like wanting to film that video yesterday, and then I realized last night, like yesterday was the premiere day. So I was like, well, I might as well just not, because the premiere's tonight. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to give brief, thoughts on each cast member. I put Kelly, love her vibe. Love her. She seemed really chill. I'm looking forward to see if she, ends up with, a cutthroat streak in her. I'm pretty sure in her interview, though, she's like, I don't want to be the villain. Or she was like, what'd she say? She was like, if I end up the villain, then something went wrong. Is that what she said? Something like that. Zach, not fully into him, although I did think he was funny, especially later on in the episode. I'll get to that. Ashley, love Ashley. Just love her whole vibe. Love her look. Oh, by the way, I was watching this episode with my daughter. She's 7. This was her very first Big Brother exposure, and she really loves the show, so I might include her little notes in here. If you've been around for a long time, then you know my daughter. Her name is Amelia. You guys know her. She used to be 2 in my videos, so she's 7 now, by the way. We both loved Ashley, so... And then I put, why do I need Kelly and Ashley to become besties? And then I noticed in her little intro, her little back home clip or whatever, she's wearing this really cute pink dress. Sorry, I'm so hot because we just got back from a walk. She's wearing this really cute pink dress, and her bra is showing or something. And I was like, production really couldn't freaking help her with that. What the hell? Riley, right? Is it Riley or Ryle? Whatever. I ended up not having anything to say about him. I think it's because I didn't get a chance to make any notes about him. So I don't have a note on him. Amelia, my daughter, she immediately said that she likes Amy. Amy said that she's afraid of blowing up on people in the house. I hope she does. I liked Amy too. Adrian, he has a mantis mansion, which I thought was really cool. And his intro only reaffirmed to me that he has ADHD, which there's nothing wrong with it. It's just funny to me because I too have ADHD, so I feel like I'm watching myself. Lauren, Amelia also said she really likes Lauren. And I really like her vibe too. She's a super fan. She seems really chill, really easygoing. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of competitor she ends up being. And M did say that she looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Keanu, so this is my husband Sparrow's pick. And it's only because Keanu is a dungeon master. And my husband plays Dungeons and Dragons, so yeah. Catherine, she says that she wants to stay single, and I really like Catherine. So her interview, I wasn't 100% sold on her. But her on the show, for whatever reason, I really liked her, more than in her interview. And so she's on my team. If I was in a draft, I would pick Catherine for sure. I would pick Catherine, Ashley, Lauren, Ava, Zay. Oh, and I really like Mickey, but we'll get to that in a second. Vince, love that he's unemployed. He's going to really want it. I really feel like they picked a lot of financially, realistic people this year. To be fair, I haven't seen the most recent seasons, so they might have been doing that. But I do know for a time they were kind of picking people who they were influencer-esques. I don't know how else to say it. But Vince, he is unemployed, y'all. He needs this money. Amelia said that he looks like Mario. And he also played baseball. So I wonder if him and Zach will connect on that. Because Zach also played baseball. Mickey, I put she's stunning and she loves horses. Sold. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Mickey does too. Jimmy, he said he's gonna lie about his job because he's a professional strategist or something. I don't freaking know. He's in Washington, D.C. I wasn't fully sold on Jimmy, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, like a lot of the guys this season, I'm not too like impressed with. I found myself cheering more for like the... I actually don't think there's any girls this season where I was like, eh. I think I loved every single girl on this. I don't know. Oh, no, you know what? No, I like Zay, which is who I was going to get to next. Zay, he was Mormon, he left the church, and he used to do math competitions. So I thought that was really cool. Liked his vibe. Morgan is a gamer. She's stunning, and I'm looking forward to seeing if she's good at competitions, especially with her, like, athletic background. Will, I think he has a podcast, because in his intro, he was talking into a mic. But I did not catch what his podcast was about. I think it's about basketball, right? And he's a veteran. Ava, I love Ava. I love her so much. I love that she's an aura painter, and so she's broke. And she's a Gemini. So, which, by the way, since I'm talking about the cast, I do have the cast alleged signs. So let's sit and talk about it for a second. Mickey, Aries, Vince. By the way, shout out to @Tiffany Spawn on Twitter for posting this. Excuse me. I have had the hardest time finding these cast members' birthdays. So if you have their actual birthdays, please let me know in the comment section. I have not been able to find them. I even messaged Sarah from Nerdtainment today. I texted her. I was like, girl, do you happen to have these house guests' birthdays? And she's like, I don't watch Big Brother anymore. I was like, what? I've been so out of the loop. I didn't even know that. Whatever. So Mickey is an Aries. Vince is an Aries. Zay is a Taurus and Keanu is a Taurus. Will is a Gemini and Ava is a Gemini. Kelly and Adrian are both Leos. Lauren is a Leo. Woo! Morgan is a Leo. Woo! Oh, not me getting excited and saying it wrong. Lauren and Morgan are Virgos. Woo! Jimmy is a Libra. Ashley is a Sagittarius. Zach is a Sagittarius. Catherine and Riley are Aquarius. And Amy is a Pisces. Yes, she is a Pisces. Okay, moving on from that. So Zach is the first house guest in the house. I noted that because, as we all know, there's that first in the house curse. So we'll see what happens there. Immediately, Amy and I are identical because I'm also loud. And who was it that was kind of being like, whoa, she's a lot? Oh, it was Kelly. Miss Southern Belle. No, that's Lauren. Kelly is the small town girl, farm life. She was like, wow, Amy is loud. Amy is from Stockton, California. My best friend's from Stockton. Did you guys know that Stockton is actually like the most dangerous city in the United States? At least last I checked. I guess it could be wrong. I guess it could have changed. I don't know. Zach like immediately was like, Lauren is that girl. I wanna get with Lauren a little bit. I want to get to know her more. Mine and M's favorites. So M says that her favorites are Amy, Ashley, and Lauren, Catherine, Mickey, Morgan, and Ava. Half the cast. My favorites are Ashley, Catherine, Laura, Ava, Mickey, and Zay. Yeah. Jimmy and Amy immediately connected. Oh, hold on. I hope you guys were able to hear me. I was getting a phone call. Will doesn't think the youngest people will do well being away from home, and he thinks that my dad keeps calling me. Will doesn't think the youngest people will do well being away from home, and he thinks that it will be like work in his benefit because he's been a veteran and he's had to be away from home for so long. So we'll see if that comes to fruition and if that ends up being something that's a problem. I think Vince is funny, and I almost dropped my pearls. I almost clutched my pearls when Mickey called Riley a Western Brad Pitt. Has she seen Brad Pitt in a while? Like, when was the last time she saw Brad Pitt? Okay, Mickey. If that's your interpretation of Riley, then who am I to judge? Western Brad Pitt. Okay. Zay and Keanu connected. Keanu says it's a potential bromance, which I thought was pretty funny. Oh my gosh. He keeps calling me. I'm sorry. Jeez, if it's not my children, it's my dad. Give me some space, people. And then so I'm reading my notes here because I have to type notes now. I used to be able to just remember everything off the top of my head. Not anymore. I put some red guy. It ended up being the mastermind. But I didn't hear that. Anyways, I said some red guy popped up and said he stole the house relic. They're given maps. Okay, so there's a HOH relic, and then the lights went off. I'm remembering now. The lights went off and the relic went away. And he's like, I stole the relic. Yeah, so they're split into two groups, given maps. One group needs to find the relic. The other group needs to find Miss Julie Chen because she went missing too. The first competition, I don't know the rules. Let me know in the comment section if you are like me. When I am presented rules for any game, or really anything, the lights are on, but no one's home. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I can't follow along. I don't know what you're saying to me. And so I even said, I was like, I can never follow along with comp rules until the competition is being played. I'm a visual girl. And so basically what they ended up having to do, they had to do a bridge puzzle, and then they had to go to was it 8 audio boxes where basically Julie Chen's voice, one of the boxes was really Julie Chen talking, and they had to figure out which one was the real Julie Chen. Riley did not want to win this game. He threw it. Adrian builds his bridge first by copying off of Zach. And then Amy finishes next, which was funny because Adrian copied off of Zach, so you would think Zach would be next, but it was really Amy. And then after Amy, Zach. Zach basically guessed door 2 because he realized that Adrian had already basically listened to all of the bottom row audio boxes. And so he immediately went up and was like, it's one of these ones. As soon as he hit number 2, I was like, boom, that's Julie. And I was right because Zach ended up winning. And I even noted Zach had me cracking up doing the Fortnite dances. I'm pretty sure it's Fortnite where he was doing the poses next to Julie. I thought that was pretty funny. The second competition was, I was like, I don't know the rules. This one, they need to find the relic. So the HOH relic, they had a bunch, probably 50 copies of it. They had to find the exact one. So little things were changed for each one. Morgan is throwing the competition. Keanu tried? Oh, Keanu tried first. So he thought he got it first and then he got it wrong. Kelly got it wrong. Lots of people got it wrong after Kelly. And then eventually Jimmy wins. It was down to Jimmy and Ashley. Jimmy won. Zach and Jimmy, they each won an award. Zach won $10,000, and you guys, you would have thought that he had won $1 million the way that everybody was acting. That's how I know there's a lot of broke ass bitches on this season, which is great because that means they're really gonna fight for this money, and I need to see a bloodbath. And then Jimmy wins the opportunity to choose 4 people to play for head of household. And Jimmy decides that he wants to be one of the 4. And so he has to pick 3 other people. The majority of the people that he asked were like, I don't want to play. I don't want nothing to do with the first HOH. Understandable. Zay, Adrian, Zach, Keanu, and Ashley, and Vince all said that they'd be open to playing and working with Himmy. With Jimmy. What is going on? I'm hot. Jimmy ends up picking himself, Adrian, Ashley, and Vince. Vince says he does not care about coming off as a threat, and he's more worried about self-preservation. I'm excited to hear that, because I really enjoy watching people who aren't afraid to be threatening to other people. So, I find, like, the people who play under the table and, like, you know, undercover, I find that to be just a little bit boring. If I were in the house, that might be an approach I would take. So I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying, as a viewer, I prefer the people who are like loud and proud about being a threat. So that won points over for me when it came to Jimmy. I was like, okay, Jimmy. Okay, Vince. God, what is my problem, y'all? Okay, Vince. I like you. That's what I was trying to say. And then Ashley says that she's okay with anyone but Vince winning because she hasn't really talked to him, which is funny because Vince ends up winning HOH. The mastermind says that he's adding someone to the house, and I put, it's fucking Rachel Riley. Yes. And I laughed because I was like, not Jimmy being Rachel's enemy already. Reagan versus Rachel part 2. And that's where my notes ended. I am like super pumped for this whole season. I really feel like my Big Brother love has been reignited. And honestly, like, watching it with Amelia has been really nice. She actually wanted to be featured in this video because she wanted to tell you guys who her favorite players are. But her best friend is here playing, you know, they're downstairs playing Minecraft. So she will probably get mad at me for filming this without her. I hope she understands. I will let her be featured in my next video. So please show her some love whenever she ends up on this video. She really wants to do a collaboration on here. We're currently watching a show called Once Upon a Time. It's old, so you guys have probably seen it. She begged me. She's like, Mom, when we're done with season 1, can we do a review on your blog? So if you guys see her in the future, please be nice. She's like, it's her dream to be a YouTuber. Anyways, I don't know why I'm rambling about that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of this first episode. I really liked it. I thought it was a great first episode. Again, the house is stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, 10 out of 10. Again, if you know the house guest birthdays, let me know in the comment section. I only know Ava's, and she is a Gemini sun, Sagittarius moon. I don't know rising because I don't know her birth time. But according to the chart that I was able to pull up, she has a Gemini stellium and a Sagittarius stellium. And I love that because, like, that is just someone that cannot be controlled. And I really think she'll serve entertainment this season. So I'm Team Ava as of now. And I followed her last night on TikTok. Anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about this first episode. Who are you rooting for? Who do you hate? By the way, Rachel looks great. Super pumped. I kind of want to show Em some clips of Rachel in past seasons. Just so she can understand the vibe, you know? All right. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure your notifications are on. I'll see you guys later. Bye.